So a weird thing happened. I'm talking and my microphone just, nope, it just stops. Oh well. I don't know what the last thing I said was, so hi. We're 5,000 resets on lovely March 15th here. I don't know what that was about. I hope everything was heard properly with my little intro. That was terrible. It showed that everything was working fine, then that just decided to stop. But yeah, I'm not gonna do an intro again if it did go through. If it didn't, I am sorry. But hello. Starting off today with a little bit of microphone scuff. I don't know why that would cause an issue. But we got no shiny for the first check of the day. Did I make sure to reset my Articuno thing to do 4? Yeah, I did. All right. Make sure this works. There we go. All right. We're slightly less scuffy. But here, have a raffle because I'm having some stuff of my own. Yeah, it's been a crazy week. Kat's been trying to like do some college stuff that is kind of like messing with her. You know how college can be at times. Not to mention the fact that like I finished training the new employee, which I did mention at the top of it if it went through. But it was weird. This week has been so odd, and maybe it's the full moon. I don't know. Do people believe that the full moon can cause a bunch of weird issues? I know a lot of people do. But it was an eventful week. What was supposed to be 2 training scenarios. What was supposed to be 4 training scenarios spread across 2 days ended up being 2 training scenarios, 3 real ones, and 2 that were forgotten to do. So what was eventually supposed to be 4 turned into essentially 5, where 3 of them were real, 2 were fake, and 2 one person overslept, one I think the other just forgot. So it was a lot of fun trying to teach these training scenarios during real actual events. Makes you feel a bit wolfish. Aren't you a kitty? Kitties don't feel wolfish. That's a wild thing to say, Whiskers. Usually I feel a little sheepish during the full moons. But no, people say that the crazies come out during the full moons. And I feel like the superstition kind of like leads into itself because people feel like they need to like act strange on the full moons, thus kind of completing the whole like forthcoming that the full moon does crazy things. Trust me, the mind is a very powerful thing. You can kind of will a lot of things with your body just because you believe it. And not just like one of those, oh yeah, I partially believe it, therefore, no. Nah. Your body is very strange. You're a druid. Very becoming of the full moon. But I know that the 3 incidents during training were because that's what we call the events. We call them incidents. They were blamed on the full moon. Look, you're just a druid through and through today. You got a problem with that? Because you shouldn't. Oh, yeah, the raffle. The actual raffle this time. There's nothing wrong with being a spicy druid. Like, come on, you get to transform into different animals. Nah, it's in your nature to not care. You're not a very superstitious person there, Whiskers? Does England not instill too many crazy superstitions? You know, the saying like, you step on a crack, you break your mama's back. Or if you step through the legs of an open ladder, breaking a mirror. Like none of that? None of that instills a bit of fear in you? But it is definitely a thing where like your mind kind of like force like strange effects on you. It can manifest illnesses that you don't actually have. It can also kind of sorta fix you as well. It can kind of like cure you of certain things if you kind of just don't feel that way. There's a weird thing going around where people believe that hiccups are like that, where you can just believe you don't have hiccups and they'll go away. Now, I don't know about you, but anytime that I get hiccups, my first thought is, why do I have these hiccups? They should go away. And it doesn't go away. I'm sure there's loads. Sorry, you're sure there's loads, but you are under laddered and stepping on all the cracks all the time. Exactly. Like, oh, was it the fun one where like if you knock over salt, you gotta like take a pinch of it and throw it over your left shoulder to prevent, I guess, the bad luck goblin from approaching you? I don't know. There are like some superstitions I don't get, and there's some I just don't want to take the chance. Like, I've broken glass plenty of times in my life, so I definitely don't have that one. Obviously, I agree with you. I've stepped under a ladder a few times. I've stepped on plenty of cracks. Do I go down my way to avoid some of these things? Sure. The stepping on the crack one's just fun. Just like playing like hopscotch with the street tiled cement blocks that they have down. Well, like, it's one of those things where like superstitions are always they're a little fun. I see them as like little personal challenges to like remember and avoid. Because my memory not so good. What you fishing up today? Ah, yes, the Saiyan trout. Oh yeah, you got the, or I got like the like bone tail, like Halloween chubfish thing or whatever. Also, Whisker, aren't you in the lead? Hi, Koki. Good morning. Or I guess good afternoon? Which would you prefer? Good night, baby? Nice little head pat as you go off to bed, as to La La Land? No, it's only 6. It's what, 6 o'clock there? No, hour ahead, so it's 5 o'clock. Yeah, you know, you good old 5 o'clock snooze. How are you doing today, Koki? Snooze? Snaz, even? Now you're wrapped up in a nice Koki burrito. So today I sound a little bit different because of the way I'm talking. One, I've been kind of like singing all week, and so my throat's it hurts a little bit. So it's probably not as high pitched as it normally is. Definitely a more relaxed Dante kind of thing. Because I don't want to hurt my throat more by talking really loud. I should stop singing to horses then? I'm not singing to horses. I'm singing to birds. They usually join me and make fun of me. Because I can't go tweet properly. I mean, I try to go tweedly-deely-dee all the time, and tweedly-deely-dee, and it just, they never respect it. Those robins are like, they're trying to like rock my jaw. You know what I mean? You think Articuno got to me already? What do you mean? Okay, is this just the thing? Is this a cultural difference here? The silly reference I'm making? Do neither of you know what I'm referencing? Bird? Yeah, I'm obviously referencing a bird, yes. There is a song, and I think it's by the Jackson 5. Called, I think Rockin' Robin. When I was in choir, I had to sing it. Or sorry, not choir. Chorus. And that's how the song starts off, with the twilly-dilly-dee thing I was doing. Oh, our robins are different than yours? What do you mean? What do you mean? Aren't birds supposed to be the same across the world? That's the point of giving them this, like, different names. It's not like I'm saying red robin and then yum afterwards. Huh? Rock Kelchin? Sounds like a, that sounds like the enemy bird from Elden Ring. The one that's in Caelid. The rot chicken. That's the German name? Of a robin, a rockin' robin, or a red robin? US robins and European robins are different? Okay, well, I'm referencing a song, is the thing. The more you know. Okay, listen. I'm referencing a song. I don't know what robin they're referring to in hit Jackson 5 Rockin' Robin song. Birds make song. I know. Birds invented singing. Is it singing or is it just humming real loudly? But no, like, really, do you guys not know that song? That's what I do. You haven't forgiven me for my Discord Uno rant. Listen, I do what I want. This is my server. I do what I want. It's my permit. I honestly thought about just sending it again. You know, like, I have a permit. It says I do all... all it says is I can do what I want. Exactly. It's not my fault that I won. You didn't want to give me it. Therefore... There was another one I also thought about sending. It was like a rainbow Uno card, which just nuh-uh. But I figure hitting you with a warp Kamehameha would be funnier. But yeah, look up Rockin' Robin, I think is what it's called. Hey Saki, how are you doing today? Let me actually make sure I'm doing the right song here. Actually, I don't want to influence my YouTube. Oh, okay, so it's not Jackson 5. It's a song by Michael Jackson, but I'm pretty sure his siblings are singing it with him. All right. Hey Kai, you're Eepy? I'm Eepy too. Like, we're the same, sis. All right, so it's Rockin' Robin by Michael Jackson. Like I said, I'm pretty sure his siblings are singing it too. Kai, can you believe it? Koki and Whiskers don't know about Rockin' Robin by famed artist Michael Jackson. Amanda! Hi Kai, Char Char. also, how is everyone, by the way? Question of the day is, do you believe in superstition because of the full moon going on right now? So what, I don't know Shrek? Listen, I may not know about Shrek, but I do know of like, love is life. Wait, like what? You can't choose who you love, as evidenced by Donkey loving a dragon. That's what I meant to say. But I know about other things that aren't Shrek. That should account for something. I know about VHSs. I knew the hip craze of everything being see-through back in the 90s. Granted, Shrek is a 2000s movie, but still. You'd be disappointed, but the bar's been set so low with me, it's not worth the effort. See, if I set the bar in the dirt, you can't be disappointed. That was my plan all along. I know what I'm doing. You may not know what I'm doing, but I know what I'm doing. But anyway, back to my question of the day. Do you believe in magic? I mean superstition. Do you go out of your way to avoid cracks in the sidewalk, walking under ladders, breaking glass, sorry, mirrors. Like that kind of stuff. That's just gonna be the topic of discussion for anybody who comes in today. Do you believe the freaks only come out at full moons? The casual world would make you think so. Because as we all know, life is stranger than fiction. At times. You only played Sun? Fair enough. Wait, but then how'd you complete the Pokédex if you never played Moon? I hear a lot of weird things happen in Moon. But wait, what about the Ultras? Your sister played Moon? Oh, that's cute. Little sibling duo with Pokemon. What about the Ultras? The Ultra Moon and the Ultra Sun, they're just big suns and big moons. But why are the wormholes also ultra? What makes them ultra? There was only one type. It's the wormhole. Were there wormholes in normal Sun and Moon? I don't think so. I don't actually know. But like, why are they called ultra wormholes? This is a good part to say. I've never played either game, so I don't actually know what the terms are. I just know there's wormholes. No, just no. Because that's how you get the Ultra Beasts? Exactly, so they're called Ultra Wormholes, right? 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 But what if I just want the beasts? What about then? What if I just want beasts? I forgot I need to have that open because I forgot about incrementing. I am a failure. Creator dashboard. Trying to get to it. I forgot to have it open at all times. We're at 39 on the increment. It's probably about to go up again. Oh god, there it is. I come back in to see all the sips. Yes, no wormholes in Sun Moon only. Oh wait, no wormhole. Yeah, yes and no. Wormholes. No wormholes in Sun and Moon, only Ultra Sun and Moon. Okay, all right, okay, cool. Whiskers, why are you joining in on this? All right, let me read. Count. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Scrolling kind of messed up my count. Drank my monster? I gave my monster to Kat. She was having a rough morning. So I gave her my monster. Instead, all I have is this Dr. Pepper Zero. Good guide, and so she's my girlfriend. Of course I'm going to give her my energy drink. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's so much carbonation in this Dr. Pepper. There's so much carbonation. 7, 8. I'm looking at the screen, you loser. You can't catch me. It was good timing. I'll give you that. It was good timing. 9, 10, 11. That's a lot of sips of absolute pure CO2. I now feel it in my chest. The bubble of CO2. Hi, Kai Char Char. Try 50 hydrates with Monster? No. That's why I don't have it. I feel it growing within me. It's like concentration of air. Yeah, I'm gonna be dead Inte at the end. Like here soon. Your friend drank 10 before and you had to tell them to stop. Yeah, people are pretty bad about Monsters. They don't think about how much caffeine's in it. Nobody tells you to stop, Koki. I tell you to control yourself. Yeah, at most, I want you to drink 1 a day. I want a cat at most to drink 1 a day, but both of you are crazy and drink 2 or even 3. If you drink 3, you're exceeding your daily caffeine amount. Technically, if you drink 2, you're still kind of going over that amount. Exactly, try some Coca-Cola instead. Whiskers is a pun genius. The joke is way funner if you know, if you know Koki's real name. I know your real name. But we're not gonna get into that. By the way, why do you guys spam me? Aren't you supposed to keep me like, you know, hydrated throughout the stream while trying to like make sure that like I'm nice and well parched? No one cares. Oh, okay. I'll just keep doing this. I know. Love you too. Oh, hey, look, a bot. You're bloodthirsty today? It's the moon! I'm telling you, it's the moon. The red string theory meme. Let's see, that was an increment, right? Yeah. Now we're up to 40. The streamer wants you gotta roast. Is that how that works? This is the roast of Dante? Is that what every single one of my streams are then? I think Comedy Central needs to get on this then. It's not all that special if you're constantly doing it. Ow. I'm pretty funny. Eh. I'm only funny when I'm insulting. This has been my understanding of when I'm funny. I'm not funny when I talk. I'm funny when I'm in chat. I am funny when I'm being made fun of because of my reactions. I am very funny when it comes to insulting people. No one likes my puns. I know it's been acting up, so sorry if you can hear that. Yo, Slowpoke. Tortle. You're sorry but you didn't add fish? That's okay. That's okay. We'll just, you know, we'll have to deal with you later. Okay, why are we dropping, like, legal names in here? Alright, okay. Like, yeah, why are we dropping, like, that's not how you spell duel. Duelkin! Hit him with a quarter circle forward, what, A? It's been a while since I played Street Fighter. I don't remember what the punch button is. I guess it changes, but still. Oh, Saki, I'm so sorry for your loss. You get a very special singular F from me. And then Whisker takes the raffle. Appletoned. Y'all are wonderful. I appreciate every single one of you being here. You'll make the day so much better. No, you. What? Thanks for having me. This is my Academy Award-winning speech. We got news? Is this... Are we talking about the,
Daddy underscore, 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 daddy underscore.
Yep. Okay, cool. It depends on the news, because I was there for one of them, but I wasn't there for if there's more recent. You stream usually at a kind of like the opposite time, like where I'm trying to sleep. And so I just have to lurk most of the time. Oh, yeah, okay, I was aware of that. Yeah. Alright, Saki, here's a question for you. What's waifu wears? What's it for? Is it clothing? Is it like silverware? Like, you know, utensils? Silverware, if you will. I wear waifus? I mean, you're not wrong. I'm not wearing them right now because I'm wearing clothing from FrameRateMerch.com. Waifu cups, the TCG cards, hoodies, keychains. Oh yeah, and what is it? If you use your code or the reference link, you will get 20% off your order. What's your reference code, Saki? I'll shill for you. What's your code? What's your little affiliate code? What's up, Kai? What's your actual question? Wait, your code for it is your username? Yeah, that's pretty pog. So Sakichu VT at checkout for waifu wares. Get you 20% off. It's usually like it. I mean, that's pretty good. It's better than having something like random, like at like SCVT or something like that. It's 20.
Dante, why is there no kitsunes on the stream in the overlay or anywhere? Sake is there Kistunes cuz Dante will wear all of that tie. Have a nice day.
Kistunes? You type too fast. You didn't even proofread? Why are there no kitsunes on stream in the overlay or anywhere? Well, you see, it appears every so often in the form of the wave emote in the, there. It may not show the tails, but it's there in theory. It shows one tail. Sir, I am a cat girl, not a kitsune. What's the difference? I mean, I know the difference, but like, what's the difference? They're both adorable. I will absolutely be a kitsune fox person for everyone here. Okay, so what was the rest of that? Because Dante will wear all of that. Thank you. Have a nice day. I would absolutely. One has 9 lives and the other has 9 tails. See, they're distant cousins. Depending on kitsune, they will eat their husband at wedding day. I see no downsides. But so funny thing about the lore of kitsune's, Whiskers. Kitsunes have to kind of like earn their tails, so to speak. And the more tails you have, the stronger you are. Oh yeah, you still have that clip. I should actually go and delete that. Save on cake, exactly. Just feed me the cake and also just take me out at the same time. I don't think anyone was here whenever you got that clip, Kai. So that should be fun. I hope I don't raid somebody and that's the clip that plays. Yep, if they gotta earn them if the kitsune's main tail gets cut off, they die. Yeah, essentially. The beauty of having 9 tails is you don't know which one's the correct one. But that's also the whole idea between Vulpix and Ninetales, is they're meant to be like a younger kitsune, and when it gets older with the Ninetales. That's also why like the Ninetales in like mythology are almost always like fox-related demons, like in Naruto. Kurama is obviously the 9-tailed fox demon, as reference towards kitsunes and lore and stuff like that. You have some crazy ones from the first year? Well, these are crazy ones outside my first year. I'm more in tune with the idea that you guys want me to say the most like cringy, like bottom water simp terminology I could ever find. That's right, I'll say the S word. I'll do it again too. I need to find like I need to do like a scene where like it's just like channel deleted. Bannered even, yeah. Yes. The only issue I have with like having a new scene where it's just like the banned image is that whenever I come back to this screen, like 3 of the games are going to be gone. The audio is going to be like split in 2. It does not like whenever I change scenes. You have a serious question? Yeah, sure. What's up, Koki? That's good, Whiskers. Allow me to take away the M. A whole set. Am I wearing pants right now? Why? What kind of weird, like, phone line call do you think this is? One, PC needs upgrades. I don't think the game's disappearing from the scenes when I do a scene transition is part of that. I don't think it has anything to do with my graphics card being absolute dog water. But hey, for every donation that happens today, I'll directly contribute that donation to the CPU upgrade fund that I need to make. This will determine your future as a VTuber? What do you mean? I'm say so. Because Koki wants a peek at you. Also, what Whisker said. I am very demure. I am wearing pants. The softest pants, even. Worst VTuber ever. Listen, there have been times where there has been lack of pants, but the house is in a nice temperature right now where I don't feel too hot, and well, I'm not gonna take my pants off very straight, first of all, but like sometimes it's just too hot in the house, and I don't want to turn the AC on. Sometimes I wear shorts. Sometimes you gotta like showcase the leg hair from underneath the desk. Welcome to 1:30? Not 1:30, what am I saying? Almost 1 o'clock PM with Dante. Hours. Can we get 5 likes, YouTube? Bro, YouTube has been so crazy lately. Like, I don't remember if I ever mentioned it, but the Shinobi playthrough, you know, that game that I absolutely adore, and not Nightshade, it got more views than the entire, those 2 videos got, the one video really got more views than the entirety of Chrono Trigger. I don't know why you're saying huh to Kai. You know he is only wearing shorts constantly behind his desk. Complete with the bucket, if you know what I mean. You don't wear shorts usually? Oh, I see. You just go underwear. All right. You like sweats, but go off? I will. I will slay. You like sweatpants? Interesting. Like gray sweatpants? So I think I can get behind that. Is it gray sweatpants season already? I need a Rooney in chat to confirm or deny. They are not. I'm gonna need a Rooney check on this. I don't know, Kai. When's the last time you looked down at your pants? Once a day I will go, these are some nice pants, to remind myself that I am wearing the snazziest, most comfortable pants ever. I don't even know the brand. Hey Saki, are you listening? I have a question for you. Well, that's a clippable quote right there. Then do it, coward. Saki, what is your favorite thing from Waifu Wears? You already got free advertisement, so might as well go double deep on that. Or double down on it. Double deep. What? Wow. No here, love you. Oh. I love all of chat too. For if not for you, I no stream. So you only have yourselves to thank. And love. Love yourself. The TCG cards. And cups. Sadly, they sold out of the cards, but they have the sleeves. Are the TCG cards those, there's like one cards that have like a whole bunch of like VTubers on it, like Fillion and, Gora or Gura. How do you say her name? Or like Shy Lily, like Sayu. Is it like all of them? Like, is that the TCG game that you're talking about? Because that went crazy for a while. Thank you for the stretch. My bones. Lurk, much love always. Much love always to you, Dante. Thank you, Kai. Thank you for the lurk. Have fun with what you decide to do here on a beautiful Saturday. And thank you for stopping by and talking and vibing, you know? Always wonderful to have you. Also, since I know, like, all of you here do it, but if you haven't already, follow Kai because he's a Papega and deserves all the love. Similar, yeah, they have movesets too, and they're going to post a video soon on how to play. Interesting. I think the TCG like VTuber thing is just like completely cosmetic, right? Like there's no like battling with those; they're just purely collectible. So they're actually trying to make a waifu weird kind of like card game. Interesting. I wonder if it'll play something similar to was it Duel Masters? That could be a pretty cool one. If it took kind of like the style of that game. Well, granted, Duel Masters is kind of like Magic the Gathering, so maybe not. You probably want something more like the Pokemon TCG, but that requires energy as well, but a different kind. I mean, it could be like Yu-Gi-Oh! Where there's not a resource. It's hard to balance these kinds of games. Aw. Stop, you blush. Keep going. Make him cry. From happiness. I wonder if I'm going to be able to tell during the slide in of Articuno if it's going to be shiny or not at some point. Oh yeah, actually, let's look at that real quick. After they slide into frame here. Nothing. All right. Let's look at the fishing real quick. How many do we have? We have 260. Oh, nope. 273 out of 381. So we're still a ways off. We're still over 100. And what? Or I say, yeah, over 100. It's like 108. But like, have 100 or so to work towards. So you better get the fishing. You also have boosted, I almost said shiny odds. Give me the shiny odds boost. You have boosted, like, legendary odds right now. We'll get there at some point. You will. You will. Who will get there first? Will the fishing dex be complete before I get the Articuno? Who will really win? Oh, actually, I forgot to start a prediction. I hate that this is broken like this. We'll put it on for 5 minutes. There you go. Have fun. Prediction started. Yeah, you got car 2 again. Oh, not again, but Saki, you got a car 2 for free. All right. So there is a prediction going. Will I shiny the Pokemon? Place your bets now. You have 5 minutes. What are you going to do with your newfound car, Saki? Yeah, Whimsicott. You know, it's going to be very inconvenient if I get the shiny during the... I mean, it's going to be very convenient. I mean, but, like, it's going to be kind of funny because, like, people could probably just bet before I'm able to close it. Yeah, we got an Abra. The start of the magic incantation. Sell it for your orbs back? Oh, wow. What a crazy thing to do. Do you know the value of a, like, lake-ridden car? You know the going rate of those? It's not much. Best I can offer. Alright? Best I can offer. A coin chip and 6 orbs. The best I can do. I talked to my boss, and he says he's not willing to go any higher. Do you accept my terms and conditions? Did the Lady of the Lake sell it to me? Listen, you don't worry about how everything is in the lake, alright? I believe with a with a prediction of 10. Really putting a lot of faith in me there, okay, huh? Hey, Mast, how you doing today? GG's on your gamble, all. That's all the points you had? I don't believe that for an instant. But yeah, Mast, missed you, buddy. How you been? Question of the day for you. Do you believe in superstitious kind of like things? Like the funny moon being full causing problems. The magical mystery tour is waiting to take you away on a mystery trip. Welcome to the mystery warp tour. Or even we don't know what rock bands are going to be playing. Could you imagine just going on going on Warp Tour where they do not tell you what bands are playing? The biggest rock kind of like thing of like ever. Of ever, Jesus. Of like, just really, it's just one of the biggest like rock events ever. It would be a wild thing for them to not tell you what the bands were. But it would be cool. You just go and be like, oh, Asking Alexandria's here. Oh, Lamb of God, alright. Koke, I know you have more than 10 points. I can see your points. Is 10 points all I'm worth to you? I thought what we had was special. Tisk tisk. So, I will say just on the record that if and when Kai gets the Bulbasaur, if we're still hunting Articuno, we will probably end up moving the Leaf Green games over to the Magikarp that's on Mountain, that's outside Mount Moon in the Poké Center. So we'll be hunting Magikarp and Articuno at that point. The part of me is really hoping I get the Articuno before then, but we'll see. We're already 448 resets deep today. And it's only been 51 minutes. I can't believe it. What would normally take 3 hours with 2 screens only took an hour with 4. I do say, that's some quiet stonks going on there. Got another raffle out for you guys. Make sure to hit that exclamation John. For only the finest of red orbs. Oh, you know what else I forgot to say? Koki, thank you for the 1 bit. Also, Kai, thank you for the 100 bits. Giving me a full $1 to ask me why kitsunes and kiss tunes are not on the stream. But Mast, how have you been, buddy? Oh, Koki, are you streaming today? Now that I think about it. E. So you're streaming Mario Kart? Like 8? Double Dash? The original? Which one? 8 Deluxe, gotcha. So since I pushed an hour forward, usually you'd start 3 hours into my stream. You would only start in 2, so you have what, an hour or so, right? If I'm having my time correct. You start in 3 hours. Huh? What do you mean? I thought you started sooner than that. It's 6 p.m. now? No, Koki, it's 1 p.m. now. What do you mean? Why is my phone going off? So, like, I know at one point you were wanting to do it early because your ISP was being finicky. And then it calmed down, so then you moved it back to normal time. So why are you going... So why are we pushing it further back now? Out of curiosity. The echo of orcs has emerged aboard the dreadnought. It must be stopped no matter what. Da 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 da. Alright. It's always 9 p.m.? But wait. This makes no sense. My brain, it's been dongled. What do you mean? Like, before, right? Right. Before the hour shift forward, you would start stream. Wait. Alright, hold on. So, like, whenever... Alright, hear me out. You would start a stream whenever I got to 3 p.m. Because you were 6 hours ahead, it'd be 9. But because I moved forward an hour, it should be that you would start at 2 my time. No, I move forward? Not back? Oh, right, we lost an hour of time. Alright, makes more sense. Okay. Right, I hate daylight savings time. I'm able to adjust fine, I just forget how it works with the rest of the world's times. This is why they say that, like, the most crashes always happen, like, on and around the days of daylight savings falling back or going forward. Because people, like, lose sleep and stuff like that. I'm over here just trying to live my best life, trying to remember how time zones work. You have a 15K raffle, also an ad, have fun with that. You have it on the 30th, it's going to be normal again in 2 weeks? Okay. But, like, what am I supposed to do with that information? I'm going to get used to it, and then it's going to be ripped away from me again. How am I supposed to work and live under these conditions, Koki? Okay, I need to go here. All right. All right, what do we got? We got today, nothing. All right. Now combine it with shift working and it becomes the worst nightmare. I'm not surprised. All right, let me do that. All right. I'm thankful that, like, no matter what time it happens to be in the world, I work the same 3 days, the same hours, every time. And, like, shift change, time change doesn't really affect me too much. Because, like, if it happens while I'm at home, I don't go in until the next night. Versus if I'm at work, then I either just gain an extra hour of work time or I lose an extra hour of work time. So it doesn't, this shift change, I keep saying that. The time change never really affects me. Your shift changes every 2 days, it's killing you. But, like, why? Why is it changing so much? That seems like a bad way to constantly have, like, I don't know, it seems like a silly way of, like, handling, like, workflow with, like, employees. Too early, too late, too night. Like, why? Like, every two... Oh, look, you found the car. Wow, we've had the car and car 2 in the same stream. Also, I don't know why that car is junk, but car 2... Oh, wait, car 2's mine. Whoops. But, like, it makes the most sense for it to be, like, rather than every 2 days, like, maybe, like, a week system. Like, where, like, the entire week you work earlies or lates or nights and whatnot. Because having to change your, like, sleep schedule every 2 days is wild. And not fun at all. I always hated those times where it's like you like work closing shift and closing's like at like 11 or something like that, and you don't really get out until midnight, and then you had to come back in at 8 in the morning. Like, bruh, I hated those. That's why whenever I worked at Ollie's as a, what was it? Is it a CSA? Is that what it was called? I had to do that from time to time, and I hated it. It's like, why? That's why you never sleep. Fair enough. You gotta wake up at 4 a.m. for your early shifts. Ooh, boy. Yeah, also combined with the idea that you also watch a lot of, like, late night streamers. Like, your late night. I'm not, like... I know a few people stream during your day like me. Like, currently Kai is streaming right now during your day. Which is West Monica's streams help a lot with having a schedule. Yeah. Let's see here. Hers is at 10 to usually 2 my time. Which is 3 to 7 a.m. for you, right? 4 a.m. for you. Okay, I had the time wrong. Well, now it's 3. Yeah, sorry. Oh. Time zones, man. They're stupid whenever one of them changes and then the other changes later. So 3 to 7 / 4 to 8. Yeah, late night / morning stream for you. Eating your cereal while watching a Monica stream. Oh, did I... Hold on, did I do a normal raffle earlier? No, I did 15, never mind. Breakfast burger? What's wrong? Just add some cereal on it. Just take a bunch of, like something like at Fruit Loops, throw them in a waffle iron, and there you go. You have yourself a breakfast burger whenever it all congeals together. It's a wonderful time for smooth jazz. That's what came to mind as I was saying what I did about congealing together Fruit Loops. I'm starting to think it's not the Pokemon hunts that's making me lose my mind. It's the fact that I am streaming so shortly after getting off work. The insanity has creeped deep within my bones. And there's nothing I can do about it. I do this to myself. It's okay, Koki. You'll hit the lottery one day again. I believe in you. You've done it twice. I can't wait for the third time. Also, I just want to point out that, Koki, you're so far on a 2 streak. No one else has won it since you have. To my knowledge. To my poor memory. So right now you're on a 2 streak. I think Sal is also on a 2 streak. And then you broke it. So maybe you should slot some hundreds and try to go for the 3-peat. Who knows? Maybe you'll win easier that time. So Koki, about Thursday night's Monica stream. She found what, 3 shinies in one stream, right? Joltik. Now I'm blanking on those. Apalm and Scovit or Swovit. How do you say its name? The squirrel. Yeah, squirrel. We'll just call it that. Like, bruh, I knew that like Scarlet and Violet was good for like shinies, like just by default, but bruh. When I made the joke that they were handing out shinies like candy, I didn't mean it. But I see that they very much are. You got the Graveler. I don't know if we've gotten Golem yet. It's just because you get a lot more spawns. I guess it is true. Plus, it's also a lot faster. Yeah, because it's an overworld game. Yeah, in a shorter period of time, yeah. Imagine if, like, when you radar chained in, like, Platinum, it, like, spawned the Pokemon on the screen. But also, you don't have to worry about using, like, repels and stuff like that, since you can just run into the Pokemon. But watching her, do the shiny hunting on Scarlet and Violet, like, the grass and some of that, and some of the tiny Pokemon, like, I don't know how I'm gonna hunt in them. My eyes are bad as is. I don't know how I'm gonna do it in that game. But I guess by that point, I'd only have, like, what, 100 or so Pokemon to hunt, so it really wouldn't be that bad. Hey Chip, how are you doing today? Question of the day for you. Do you believe in superstitious things? Like, you know, breaking a mirror is worth 7 years bad luck. And do you go out of your way to avoid them? Yes, actually. Do you throw salt over your left shoulder to, you know, get rid of the bad luck goblin? You break mirrors for fun? I mean, it's some people's jobs, literally. What about them? Do they get hit with bad luck from doing that when it's literally their job? Yo, Chip coming in here with a clean sweep of the 10,000 red orbs. You don't even mess with salt. Spilling salt in itself is bad luck. Yeah, but if you take a pinch and throw it up your left side, it nullifies it. At least that's how, like, my understanding of the superstition is. Do you try to go to the end of, like, rainbows to find the pot of luck that the leprechaun is hoarding? Huh. Alright. Well, then you just have a mess? You already have a mess. You spilt salt. No, but you did when you were younger. What do you do in an airplane whenever the rainbow, like, loops in a circle? Like, where's the pot of gold? Where's the end? Is the beginning and the end in the same spot? Does that mean there's two pots of gold? In the center, duh. Oh yeah, I forgot all the energy gets focused there. You went missing for 2 days, by the way. How'd you get found? How'd you find yourself? Did you, like, put, like, your picture on, like, the side of a milk carton and, like see it and, like, oh my god, I'm missing? An old couple found you on the side of the road and you were grounded for a month? You was, like, 6? There was, one time, in, I think it was South Carolina, wherever Myrtle Beach is, where they were having some kind of, like, I don't know, not festival, but, like, some kind of, like, something similar to, like, a 4th of July, like, event. Maybe it was 4th of July, I don't know. They had fireworks, so maybe they do it all the time, I don't know. But I ended up getting lost there, like, and separated from my parents, because, like, I was watching there was a store beside me, and in front of me there was a climbing wall that I was watching people, like, climb up and down, fail, and stuff like that. I'm thinking, why would it be so hard? But so I just kept watching them while my parents went into the store beside me. After a while, people kind of stopped attempting it, and so I went into the store trying to find my parents. Couldn't find them. I also I believe my sister, maybe my brother was with me too, but I know my sister was. And so for, like, that's how we got separated. Apparently me going inside caused them to somehow lose me. And instead of, like, waiting, I guess, in one location that they know that I was previously, they decided to, like, look around everywhere. So this proceeds to happen for, like, I think 2.5 or 3 hours, where they're just constantly looking for me. They ended up, like, contacting the security of the area as well, to, like, hunt me down. And it was funny because, like, the shirt that I was wearing at the time, maybe not the most appropriate shirt for a, I think, 9-year-old maybe to wear. I had a Girls Gone Wild shirt on, just, like, with the name, obviously no imagery. And it was one of those things where, like, when you're explaining this to a security guard that a child that you're looking for has a Girls Gone Wild shirt on and they're 9, it kind of doesn't put, like, the best, like, image of what this child's supposed to look like. But I was approached, like, after several hours, and, like, my sister's the one who eventually ended up approaching me after the security guard found me. And I got back to my parents, they're all, like, happy to see me, and then I got grounded. Like, what? You're gonna ground me for getting lost? What do you mean? Why am I getting in trouble when you're the one who lost me? You're the parents. It's like saying I got abducted, I got rescued, and then I'm going to be grounded because I got myself abducted. Probably thought I wandered off on purpose. Well, here's the thing. If I had wandered off on purpose, they would have seen me. Right? And if they would have seen me wander off on purpose, then they would have just followed me. Like, right? It was so silly. Why am I being punished when you're the one who lost me? I am like a 9-year-old kid. I don't know how the world works. I don't know where to go to find help. I'm literally just roaming the docks of this event place on Myrtle Beach. But it was a really cool area, I will say that. There was a no one really approached me. Like, no one approached me. This is what, 2000, like 6 or 7. No one approached me other than the guard. Like, I was just walking around the dock, looking at all the different things I had seen. There was a really cool like wizard game that they had there with an actual like wizard stick. Yeah, I guess a stick is the best way of forming it. That had like an actual like save memory kind of like card in it. It was really cool. But I couldn't get to play because it cost like $80 to buy the wand. That's what it's called, not a stick, a wand. It was really cool. I wonder if it's still there. I would still love to play it, but now that I have adult money. It's not like Harry Potter branded either. It was just a wizard game, I guess. But you could also have classes in it that wasn't just like wizards. When you go into the clothing circle in a Walmart, just hiding. Man, it was really weird. I mean, I'm glad that no weird people approached me. But like at the same time, it was kind of weird. Maybe people thought that like what's his name? Chris Hansen was like lurking in the shadows somewhere. This child is walking around with a Girls Gone Wild t-shirt on. Surely this is a trap. Oh, sorry, you're like really tired. You've been making graphics all morning. You're fine. Do I sound like do I sound awake and very peppy myself? I'm also very tired. It's been a crazy full moon. No, not really. See, exactly. Talking in my low energy voice. But it's mainly because I've been singing all week, and I go a little hard when I sing for no reason. Yo, those car karaokes are going crazy. You'll send me the graphics you've been working on? Alright. I'll have to look at them at some point or another. Yeah, so like my throat's a little, it hurts a little bit, but not enough to be like, oh my god, I need to just be drinking lots of liquids. It's just kind of like, it kind of just like hurts a little bit. But also I've been talking a lot at work as well because of the training that I was doing. So it's kind of like a double whammy. You now have to make your new header and pinned. Oh my god. Is this on your where you do your stories? Is that what you're referring to? Also, don't forget to join the raffle. What's going on? Hold on a sec. What's going on? Oh, alright. Weird. Listen, what? I haven't looked at things yet. Is it my Chip, those look like familiar people. Do you ever reuse people for the backgrounds? Why are you replying in Discord? You do not write backgrounds, so no. I meant the pictures you made. Do you use like the same character backgrounds is what I meant. Like sometimes. Like, do you have another Pedro Pascal like header somewhere? Nar? Alright. You know, it's always funny to me whenever you Americans use funny words like nar and arse. It's always funny to me. It makes me feel like a real, like, different language connoisseur whenever I say things like nar. Like, I'm suddenly from Australia. Unfortunately, in the RPC, if you reuse a face claim, you'd be mauled. Listen, in a different universe, so what if my other character happens to look like this character? It's a different universe. They could be a different person altogether. Listen, sometimes you just really want to reuse a handsome man. You're a priest. Uh-oh. Okay, when are you gonna get, like, different outfits for your Pikachu? Like, for yourself? Like, maybe I want to see, like, you have hats, but, like, what if I want to see you in a suit? You know? Draw them for you? What kind of artist do you take me for? Do you think these inept hands are capable of drawing anything resembling good? The best you're going to get from me is a stick figure. And I think you can do it? Yes. You have actual good drawing hands. Sweat's an artist? Yeah, yeah. But here's the thing, Chip. The thing that Koki isn't telling you. He can draw. He can draw. Because it's Hanu. Roof, what do you mean? Just look at like some of the Monica fan art you've drawn. Exactly, Koki. Draw it yourself. I agree with Chip. It's not very often that happens, but yes. Or ask Gyro. Commission Gyro, even. The gyroscopic Max himself. Also, you can't really change the model? Really? That seems kind of strange. You can kind of just put stuff on top of it? Well, then do that, but with the outfits. So what if the clothing stays stationary? So be it. At least then you can have a suit on. Winners are gonna get called for a Pikachu with no clothing. You got a 15K raffle. Have fun with it. He's just like you, for real. Always naked? Not wearing clothing like you should be? You always stream naked? I'm proud of you. It takes some real... takes some real balls to do that. Get it? Quite the lore drop, even. Yeah. It's not the only thing that's dropping. Ugh. Bro, why is Articuno so mean to me? I love Articuno. It's the best Pokemon. Like, straight up. Especially in Gen 1. Are they still doing migrations? GG's on the 15k win, Chip. What are you gonna do with your winnings? You gonna go to Disneyland? If he's so good, why is he weak to your Thunderbolt? If you're so good, why are you only neutral towards your own Thunderbolt? Wait. That's not right. I don't remember type matchups again. Let me check something real quick here. Trying to figure out what's going on with the migration still. Oh, yeah, people are still having trouble. Like, even... Don't look at you? Oh, we're absolutely staring you down. Why did you gamble all? You should know your lesson by now. Does Sal and Kogi and Saki gambling all not teach you anything? Like, brother... You gotta be more careful with your red orbs. They don't just fall out of trees. Have a raffle. You gotta work hard to earn these red orbs. You're not just gonna be constantly given red orbs, like free of charge. What do you think this is, a charity? Yo, you got a Grimer. Oh, I added, so like how some of the cards have like descriptions, I added some more descriptions to some cards. So keep an eye out for those whenever they do appear. On a side note, on my phone there is an app, I think it's called Pokédex. Sorry, Prokédex. Where I'm essentially keeping like a whole bunch of like data on the different games individually to help me keep track of what I have and haven't caught in what game and all that jazz. Which will mainly help in like Black and White on with the Shiny Charm. But because like my Excel spreadsheet that I have on my laptop is just an overall one. Just kind of marking all the ones that I have. So like I've been going through and obviously like marking the ones that are here. So like with Leaf Green having 64 and Fire Red having 80. So I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that it won't be a nightmare trying to figure out what mons I'm missing in which game when. So I can plan future huntings and stuff like that. You were rendering your header? You sent me unrendered heads? How could you? By the way, Chip, if you ever feel so inclined... Oh, that's your promo? Okay, I gotcha. Also, Chip, if you ever feel so inclined, you can always, if you're bored and you want to draw something, you can always dip your foot in like an emote or something if you want. Render Ds? How could you? That's my mod, Koki. Cat stare? Yeah, exactly, see? Am I gonna pay you? It depends. How many? Can't you do it out of the kindness of... Yeah, I would. 100 cents per emote? Alright. 100 is very vague. 100 what? Dollars? Pesos? Yen? Bits? Brownie points even? Like 100 points towards your next oh, was it your next like five or no, sorry, it's like your next $2 off at Subway? Like 100 what? 100 kisses. Sorry, had to chant a little bit of air in there. What even is the going rate for emotes right now, anyway? Nar. 20 per emote. Interesting. Since it takes time and energy to even color it. Fair enough. And you're a very low energy type of person, so I get it. Though I truly don't know what the going rate for emotes is. I don't know if that's high or low or normal or what. I know doing stuff like sets. Nice gamble there, Mast. I know that like people when they do bundles and stuff like that, it usually hikes up the price because they'll be like, yeah, I'll give you like a header and banners for like different things you can put in your about section. Isn't it wild that you can gamble 50,000 and still stay in fourth? There's some high ballers in the top 3 slots. So here's the issue with also doing emotes for me, Chip. Since I don't really have like an identity on the stream itself, it has to be kind of like based on things that I like, which is why Kat did the fox, because I love foxes. And by extension, like Kai earlier with kitsunes. But you could do something like, say, Absol. Like Absol holding a heart or something. You wouldn't really have to color that much either, because Absol's a black and white Pokemon. You can do that? See? See, already spitting ideas. But it's just, it is kind of hard to figure out emotes to do when I don't have like a model on screen or like me on the screen or anything like that. It's just kind of being, it's just kind of being like whatever I stream or have my online identity tied to. Like this with a less cool Pokemon. Hey, don't make fun of my emo boy Absol. But also instead of holding the heart, it would have the heart in like in its mouth because that'd be cute. Listen, my disaster Pokemon boy is adorable. And it would be a realistic heart. Exactly. It's an animated emo where it's like pulsing. Wow, this stream got real rated R very quickly as soon as an emote is introduced. Another raffle. Yeah. There's all sorts of different things. You'd have to like look up what the sizing of the square needs to be because it needs to be perfectly square. It needs to be like, say, for example, I don't know what the actual ratio is anymore. It'd be like 24 by 24. If it's 25 by 24, it won't even accept it. I found this out like whenever Pat sent me the first rendition of the wave there, and it was like 3 pixels too long. Or too wide. And so she had to go in there and manually like remove like a 3, like just make it slightly more square. But here's also kind of the hard thing about emotes that I'm guessing most people probably don't talk about. You have to have it work on light and dark mode. And some emotes are incredibly hard to see in light mode. Why are you like this? Oh, what? I was giving you the wrong amount. This test. Kogi, no restraint. Haven't you heard the saying that you gotta know when to hold him? Pika ramen with, is that supposed to be like a heart of cheese? And yum 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 equals dej? What do you mean? Is that? Oh, it is a Twitch global thing. Pika eating a heart is death? Nah, what do you mean? Pikachu has very strong stomach linings. But that's where the courage is. Listen, we can't be eating Link's heart now. Wait a minute. That tasty courage. I have a quick question. Bless you. What are the, so Wizard of Oz, right? What are the 3 things that the characters are missing, right? What's the lion missing? We try and force it down. Heart, mind, and courage, right? Okay. I want to kind of go one by one on this, but all right. But like obviously the brain, you know, mind, you know what that is? That's the Triforce of Wisdom, guys. What do you mean? No, it's not. If the heart's where the courage is, then that's the Triforce of Courage, obviously. And powers is how you see it. Wisdom doesn't mean you're smart, it just means you're old. Zelda's old? Question mark? Is she really a grandma in every single game when she gets the Triforce of Wisdom? Zelda's high. Okay, you know what? Alright, fair. But I don't think reincarnations count in that kind of line of thinking. Just because Zelda's Hylia, Link is the like original like dude himself of saving lives with courage, and just because Ganondorf's demise means nothing. But like power, like you held power, and what you hold power like. How am I trying to phrase this? Pidgeot. Power is as you see it, because there's different forms of power, you know? So the last remaining Triforce, of course, is the Triforce of Power. And that goes to the last one for the Wizard of Oz. But then Dorothy with her red slippers is the glue that holds the Triforce together. See, Wizard of Oz is just Legend of Zelda before Legend of Zelda. Yeah, it's the red slippers. It's the glue that holds it together. I would like to think that this is very this is my theory, and while it makes no sense, it's not wrong. I need you to start proving me wrong right now. I know, very difficult task to do. At any day. Because I am right, without fail. And if you try to prove me wrong, I will totally not ban you. The multi-raffle has ended. Born. GG's on the Wind Whiskers. Really snuck in at the end and got out like a thief in the night. Like a bandit. Like a Robin Hood. You know, if we were to ever have a Discord night, yeah, a Discord movie night, I'd want to do something like, what is it? Robin Hood Man in Tights? Or Men in Tights or something like that? Or like Kung Pao Enter the Fist? I'd really want to do something like that. Just nice, funny, not serious movie whatsoever. Yo, 75%, you leafy today. You'd make a nice hamburger, Koki. Nice, she's doing the pick. Yeah, exactly. Nice, wholesome, family-friendly movie. How could that ever go wrong, guys? Maybe a little bit of Hot Fuzz, you know? Little Shaun of the Dead. Next is gonna be Shiny. It's been a while since you said it. I'll trust you this time, Koki. It's been a while since you said it. You know, with how long this challenge is gonna go, you're gonna get that right at some point. Right? Like, the odds have to be in your favor. I'm sorry, Koki. No one going to join the raffle? Uh-oh. Oh, there it is. Whisker's still stealing the red orbs like a thief in the night. Rigged? Listen, it's not my fault that the person in first is still winning. There's a reason why he's in first. He doesn't gamble all the points away. Like some people. Alright, so let's see here. You have redone your blog? Congratulations, I'm proud of you. Get better, Cook? Wow. Alright, I wasn't gonna be that toxic about it. Cool boogie. Cool boogie. So let's see here. Comparing our two hunts, I'm at 5,948 and Kai's at 4,118. He's stuck on Bulbasaur, and I am free from that stupid plant. Concerned Pokemon Go players are transferring their Pokemon to home after Niantic acquisition. Alright. If there's one Pokemon I need to transfer from Pokemon Go because of reasons like that, it's just a shiny Groudon. Yo, a Nidoran female. Let's go. I don't know why the female symbol is so bold there. You're lurking? Well, thank you for stopping by, Chip. Enjoy your lurk. Enjoy marveling in how beautiful your blog is. It is very pretty. At least the image you sent me. I like how simple the colors are, though. Rip Mast, I'm sorry for your loss, buddy. But hey, now you have no fear, man. Now you have no fear. Just win some raffles, gamble all, and get right back up in there. You gotta get 2 more of them. I mean, you are right. I do gotta get 2 more of them. But it won't be that bad. Eggs are more fun than sitting in a Professor Oak's office for ad infinitum. Alright, nothing new here. You're going insane because Welcome Home updates in April. So yes, you will. Fair enough. I won't go insane from Welcome Home because I'm already insane. You can't make an insane person more insane. That's like insanity plus 1. And that just doesn't work. Exactly. Plus 1. It's like the rings from Dark Souls. Every time you go to a new game cycle, you have to plus 1 it. Okay. 42. I mean, they all look the same to me. Alright. Oh my god, I reset over the shiny. Oh my god. So, if I was to go for 4 hours, which I'm not going to be able to go for 4 hours today. If I was to go for 4 hours, I could do 2,000 checks. Now, if that ain't respect for the favorite, bestest burb, I don't know what is. I'll probably go for like 2.5-ish hours or so. Maybe 3. I don't know. You like Zapdos more? You like the spiky boy? I'm also Team Instinct on Pokemon Go, so... I just love ice, man. I love winter, I love ice. So, by default, Articuno has to be my favorite bird. But I definitely align with the ideals of a Zapdos more. We're about to hit 6K. In other news, my offline hunt for Giratina is still going. I think I hit... Oh, let me reset this. Let me check my phone again. Let's see what I hit with the Giratina hunt on the click counter. I have hit 2,900 on the Giratina. I think last time I announced it was like 2,700. But also, I haven't done my TCG Pocket stuff yet today. So let's see what we can get going there. I don't need to open up any more Triumphant Light, so I've been opening up more Dialga and Palkia packs. So we got 3 packs to work with. Nice Koki, nice win. I need to change to the other booster packs. Just... Space Time Smackdown. We'll open up 2 Dialgas and a Palkia. Alright. So the first one. The first one for our Dialga is going to be Baniri, Roselia, Bronzor, Yuxi, and Bidoof. The full art Bidoof at that. Can you believe it? Oh, wait, that was new. I thought I had that. Alright, well. I didn't have the full art Bidoof. So there's that. Also, Whisker's getting a Charizard EX on the fishing minigame? Ooh. Lovely, I know, right? And with the... Oh, by the way, there's been like a soft leak about one of the items that's coming in the game, maybe. And it's a rare candy. And it's supposed to like skip stage 1 it's supposed to skip stage 1 evolution. Supposedly. So you could like have a basic mon, the next turn play the rare candy, and then play the Charizard EX, for example. So the second pack of Dialga is going to be a Buizel, Eevee, Skuntank, Voltorb, and Togekiss. And then we have... I'm gonna hold off on opening or checking the shiny real quick because we're gonna hit 6,000. I want to do the last one with Palkia real quick. And then the third pack for Palkia is going to be Roselia, Hippowdon, Rotom, Kricketot, and Rhydon. So the only thing new was the full art Bidoof. That's fine. Everything's fine. I definitely didn't want anything else like a normal card or anything like that. I also have some Wonder Picks, I guess, to do that we can just do real quick. It's Manaphy and Snorlax, so I guess I'll get that one way or the other. Got a Snorlax with Collapse. Also, it's weird. I'm missing one card from the solo battle event that's going on right now, and it's the I guess title one. So like I'm still missing Gibble. It's silly. Why is this game mean to me? I got every like language of Haunter from the whenever those packs were going, but like I can't seem to get nice Dratini. I just can't get it. I can't get the one thing that I want, which is that Gibble. Ooh, somebody has a two-star full art of Wigglytuff that I'm gonna try and get real quick. All right, guys. Just get it, lol. I wish I could. All right, guys. For the Wigglytuff 2-star full art, 1 through 5, we'll do it like a zigzag, like a W. So like 1 will be at the top left, 2 will be the bottom left, like that. So pick a number between like 1 and 5. So in that line, that's of that W. 1 through 5. Wait. What do you mean wait? Where is it now? It was in the bottom right. So it would have been in the 4th slot. Top right? So in slot 5? So 5. Well, now I'm having conflicting motions here. One's saying 4, the other's saying 5. Here, you two duel. Duel for 100 points. Sorry, this kind of grounded to a halt on the shiny checks, but fun things to do. Whoever wins, I will do their number. Koki won, so I'm doing 5. All right. That is funny. It wasn't the Wigglytuff, but it was a Pikachu. It was in slot 3, by the way. Yeah, so in slot 1 was a Wigglytuff EX, slot 2 was an Ekans, slot 3, which is the card I was looking for, is that 2-star Wigglytuff EX. In slot 4 was a Caterpie, and in slot 5 was a Pikachu. So, kind of funny that you picked the spot that had a Pikachu. Well, I picked the pack, I didn't even realize it had a Pikachu in it. Alright, let's get this last check right here to go into 6,000. Alright, we're going to 6,000, boys. Have fun with your 20k raffle. We'll go for like a little bit longer. Just get some more checks and see how many more I can get in today before I wrap up. Oop. All right, move that over. Yeah, so other than the Bidoof full art, some keys. We didn't get anything new, which is a shame, but c'est la vie. You know what? Hold on. Let's change the tone, right? Right. Let's change the tone a little bit. No, let's be blue for the Articuno, you know? Can I change the eye color too? I don't actually know what colors are. Yeah, you know what? Change it to green. Hello? Oh, I changed it from an eyeball to the leaf. Or I said the eyeball. From the snowball to the snowflake. There you go. You got a full art Sudowoodo on your pack. Bro, I've had that card. What do you mean? Can you make you bigger? Like how big? How big you want to be? Which one is it? This one. How big you want to be? Like that? Thank you. Yeah, of course. I gotta make you life size, right? You were a little too small. I had to make you life size. Whiskers, do I have you added in TCG Pocket? So I can get jealous of all your luck with all your full arts? No? Well, you should add me. Silly. What are you doing? Oh my gosh. I have like so many of the theme decks completing from that one space time we opened. From the development team. You found a god pack for the Wonder Pick? Wow. I didn't know that the god packs could go into Wonder Pick. That's wild. You're sad you hit max level? Just make a new account, Koki. Let's see here. Here, I'll tell my number and you can just add me, okay, Whiskers? Oh, I say I'll tell. I can just put it in chat. There you go. That's the code for TCG Pocket if you want to add me. I'll be on there all of 5 seconds. So Koki, I see you're repping the consecutive win for the current like hack that we're on. I got so boned in all my games, no matter what deck I used. Like Pikachu got me to 3 wins, and then I could not get back up. It was just like I got to 3 wins at the most. My drawing was absolutely terrible. My drawing luck was just non-existent, and it just wouldn't work. I did this for 4 hours. Dawn was carrying you? Fair enough. Dawn's a really good card. Nothing new there. Oh, I don't know what was going on with the matchmaking of the game, but I kept getting placed against people that were constantly like having already completed the event. Like I get that it's I accepted it. I get that it's one of those things where like it's probably because like they lost their streak, so now they're on their they're on 0 wins as well, so now it's matching them with me. But at the same time, they've already proven that they can get the 5 consecutive wins in this event, so why are they fighting against me? This was my experience for like over half of my games, just constantly playing people that were using the consecutive win like max crown thing. Meow. Her. And I don't know about you, but that seems kind of unfair that somebody who's already completed the event is going to get somebody who hasn't. Where's the balancing? Like with the previous 2 ones, or with the previous 2 like consecutive wins events, like I was fighting people that were at least in the same bracket as me. Like if I was if I had 3 wins completed, then I would fight other people that also had 3 wins completed. But I'd be like on 0 wins, and now I'm fighting somebody who already has the emblem. It's like, or yeah, the emblem. It's just like, why? This was the first one since the game release that I didn't get all of them because I just got screwed over on matchmaking and terrible luck on draws. It was so sad. What is a poor boy supposed to do? It was really hard to get this time. Yeah, I mean, I guess it is fair. But like, it also doesn't help that there's so many chip damage decks. That's like the only thing that like my decks struggle against are these chip damage decks, like Darkrai with like Arceus and like the Crobat. Like, and even throwing in a Greninja just for fun. Like, what? What do I do? Like, man. And since Pikachu EX doesn't have that much health, like, it's crazy. I will say that Raichu, like the standard Raichu with, I think has, I don't remember what the attack is, but like where it does like 140 damage just saved me so many matches. Ever since I added it to my deck. Because like if Magnezone is a little too, like, its damage just barely isn't high enough, I don't have Giovanni, I can switch to Raichu. Raichu is awesome, it is. I love that I can just instant nuke a Celebi. No. I'm a little upset about the fact that like I could not get to that final emblem. But man, I spent 4 hours on it. I was done with it at that point. 4 hours straight of just taking L's. Because people who already completed the event wanted to keep playing it. I'm upsetting. I even went as far. This was a very silly deck that I made, and it worked, which just shows how bad the card is, like, balanced. Or sorry, not balanced. I made a deck where I only had 2 Pokemon, and they were both Celebi EX, and the rest of the cards were support. I could get to 3 wins with that deck as well. The only time I lost is whenever they ended up building up a Garchomp EX in the back line, and I couldn't do anything about it. That's how I lost the streak for that one. But it was I did it multiple times. I did like 2 or 3 times where I got to 3 with that deck. It was really funny. Because I was like, you know what, screw it. What's one of the strongest cards in the game? Yeah, the Celebi EX. How about I just play that and see what happens? And if a Celebi EX alone can get to 3 consecutive wins, because like since you're guaranteed to have a Pokemon at the very start with your hand, it's like, bruh. What is a Game Boy to do? All right, boys. I think I might try to get to 65. Oof. Koki, when are you just gonna win again? Soon, TM? Oh yeah, I need 2 hands to reset. Since everybody had to use their sips earlier, I had to like sip myself. What you fishing up there, boy? A killifish. You gotta lurk for a little bit, but no worries, Koki. Thank you, thank you. For always being the best, bud. Yeah. I don't really know how much longer I'll really be able to go, because I can feel the eat kicking in. Despite taking the nap today, I still feel it kind of kicking in. And I guess I'll also have to eat before I try to take a nap again. Why is it the shiny has a tendency of like always like not appearing on the days that like I'm tired? Like it's always like waiting for my energy to like build up. Also, feedback from when I got the Bulbasaur, from everyone apparently. Sure, it's funny, but like, apparently some people didn't feel it was like really all that genuine because of the fact that I saw it, turned myself, then reacted. And so it was just like, it was like, oh yeah, it wasn't Ezra's empty. And to that I said, I was so relieved. And I knew I was going to yell, and I didn't want to yell into the microphone. And peek it like I did with, I think, the Squirtle or the Snorlax. But you know what? Fine. I'll just yell into the microphone. So be it. I'll yell into the microphone whenever I get the shiny. Even if it peaks. Or in the case of earlier at the very beginning of the stream, it just cut my mic off. Alright, no shiny on that. I will say, I think the hunts where I have four, like I'm able to have 4 screens are going to be so much more fun than the ones that only have 2 screens. Just solely because of the ability to speed it along quicker. Because with how long these hunts are going to take anyway, any way to make them faster while staying within my rules is probably going to be the highlight. But also, I have a slight update for Gen 2, because I didn't realize how easy it was. But, what I'm probably going to do for Gen 2, instead of, like, hunting the Ditto, like, in that game too, so I'm not hunting multiple Dittos, what I'm probably going to end up doing is doing the weird transform glitch in Gen 1. So like, we're going to capture the red Gyarados in Gen 2. Try, I guess, trade it back to Gen 1 and do the Mimic transform glitch with Ditto. And then transfer them both back to Gen 2. Because since that needs to be done on the original game, I don't have a save file for that. Because obviously we're playing a Gen 3 game, so... I'll try to do the trade online, like on stream and stuff like that. Do the trade, do the glitch and stuff like that, to save a little bit of time on trying to hunt a shiny Ditto that I technically would get if I was doing this in like original Gen 1. But original Gen 1 shiny hunting is so aggravating, and not even every Pokemon in that game can even be shiny hunted anyway. Curse you, DVs. But if every single Pokemon could, in theory, be shiny hunted in Gen 1, then like it would stand to purpose, or it would stand to reason that I could have in theory hunted them, and I could have just transferred the Ditto up to Gen 2. Yo, Porygon. We also have Porygon 2 and Z in there, I believe. I could be wrong. Maybe I'm... I don't know. Let me check. Was Porygon part of... or Porygon 2 and stuff like that? Maybe they weren't. Oh, so I guess I don't actually. Never mind. I thought I did. Silly me. Yeah, so because of that, I'm just going to take a slight shortcut on the matter. Wait, why did that game not reset? Yeah, I'm gonna take a slight shortcut and just essentially do the let's see here. Capture the right Gyarados, transfer it back to an original Gen 1 game, teach it Mimic, find a Ditto, use Mimic before the Ditto uses Transform, so that way I learn Transform. And then it'll transform into me, and then whenever it does that, it'll also still have Transform. And then whenever it uses it again, I can then capture it, and it should have the proper DVs, then transfer back up to Gen 2, and it should be shiny. In theory, I could also just breed with the shiny Gyarados. But that takes a lot of planning. It is a plan, yeah. It's a weird bug in Gen 1 that for some reason, whenever Ditto uses Transform a second time, it copies the DV values permanently. It's like how Transform works is like it copies the moveset and like some of the stats except for the HP. But like for some reason, whenever it does it again, in Gen 1 it copies the DVs permanently, so when you capture it, it has the shiny DVs, so when you transfer it to up from Gen 1 to 2, it then can be shiny. It's weird. But like I said, in theory, I could just do shiny breeding with the Gyarados. It just is a little bit more involved because it involves you knowing which egg groups work where. It also involves you, I believe, having a male shiny Gyarados, I believe. And then it's a whole thing after that. Because like Gyarados can breed with like Ekans, and then Ekans can breed with some other kind of Pokemon, and then it keeps branching off from there. You can get most Pokemon that way, but you can't get them all. So that's kind of why I want to do the kind of glitch to get the shiny Ditto, just to save a bit of time. What happened there? What? Huh? Hold on a sec. Wait, what? That was weird. I'm not sure if that's going to reflect properly on like the recording, and if it does reflect the way that it did on the recording, I'm so sorry. But if it didn't, somehow the audio like maxed out and flashed pink on my audio bars. It was really weird. I have not seen that before. Didn't hear anything on your end? Okay, well, I'm glad you didn't, because it looked weird when it happened on the OBS like audio mixer. But this is my plan for Gen 2, whenever we do eventually get there. Granted, if there's enough feedback that's like, no, that's cheating. I mean, if you consider that cheating, does that mean that I'm not allowed to hunt, like, Darkrai or Shaman in Gen 4 because those events don't exist anymore? Except through the DNS, like, exploit? Like... And, like, if Pokemon wasn't weird in Gen 1, I'd be hunting in Gen 1, like the OG Gen 1. So it's like, I mean, how strict do you want to play this legit as possible, like, rule? Like, I'm not, like, shy manipulating, I'm not, like, PK hexing, anything like that. But also, whenever it comes to shiny hunting something like Unknown in Gen 2, I can only go after 2. Like, of the 8? A through Z, exclamation, and question mark. In Gen 2, you can only hunt 2 of them. Ironically enough, the letters I and V Unknown are the only ones you can hunt in Gen 2. So, because of that, there's also, like, the fun little bit about that. Yeah, so, I mean, I'm open to feedback if anybody has, like, any opinions on if I should allow the Ditto or not. It's really just saving, like, a bit of time so I don't have to go on my way to, like, do the eggs. Like, in a very, like a very specific route. Hey, a Golbat. So, like, it kind of essentially makes it so I'm open to doing the hunts in any order, rather than being like, okay, I gotta start with the seconds first, and then start working my way through the chain. But also, since I already have a shiny Ekans, it kind of defeats the point of hunting only the new Pokemon. So it's like, there's like multiple, like, facets to it. Like, later on, during, like, future generations with Unknown, I'll probably definitely be hunting more of them, because I want all 28 shinies of the Unknown. You'd say hunt whoever comes your way, no matter the order? Yeah. Well, what I'm referring to about that is mainly the eggs, though. Because since the red Gyarados is guaranteed in Gen 2, I have a shiny Pokemon right there that I can breed with for like 200 or so Pokemon. But in doing it that way, I have to, like, go through repeats, is the thing. So that's why I kind of want to, do the funny little glitch with Ditto in Gen 1 to get it back into Gen 2 to be shiny. To just save on time of not having to redo old hunts that we've already done. So that's why I was, like, essentially wanting to do it that way. Just a little bit more clarity to that. But yeah, you're essentially for the Ditto glitch that I'm talking about then, Whiskers? Because I'd rather not hunt, you know, an Ekans until it's shiny again. Granted, it's a 1 in 64 odds. So it's like, it's not terrible by all means. It's just going to save some time. Yes? Okay. But we're still a ways off from Gen 2 anyway, so, you know, if anyone else has any feedback, like, here on Twitch or in the YouTube comments, feel free to leave them. I'm open to feedback on this entire thing just because of how massive the undertaking of the entire, like, ordeal is. Because, like, for an example, right? I don't intend to play Pokemon Legends Arceus on stream, right? But in order to get a shiny Enamorus, like, specifically, because you can't... Shiny Enamorus can only be got with Pokemon Home after completing the Hisui Pokedex inside Pokemon Home. So, like, I can't really hunt that. You know what I mean? So it's one of those things where it's just like, I kind of have to do that one off stream. Similar to, like, Meltan. Granted, Meltan, I think... Oh, is it Meltan or Melmetal? I think it's Meltan. Where if you complete the Kanto Pokedex in Home. So it's like, some of these can really only be safely got with Home, or in the case of Enamorus, only got with Pokemon Home, or Meloetta. That's another one. So it's like, how do I do this? It's there's some kind of like weird lines to draw in certain places. Nice Jigglypuff, by the way. So I kind of have to like take it like here and there. I want to hunt as many of the Pokemon online as I possibly can. And like in the case of like transferring this Pokemon to Pokemon Home to complete the dexes in Pokemon Home for those shiny Pokemon, I'm thinking, right, that let's say for example, oh, you know what, maybe I do have to play PLA. I might have to make a new account. Because the Hisui Pokemon are very specifically to PLA. I don't know, maybe it's a case where like showing that I completed the dex in PLA would be enough to like warrant me doing the transfers and then eventually showing the shiny Enamorous. Or in the case of Meltan, showing the completed Kanto Pokedex, which I will complete the Kanto Pokedex as a Gen 1 here, or Gen 1/3 here. It's just a lot of like weird, nuanced like hunts that I can't physically do online. Unless you want to just sit and watch me start transferring Pokemon. Which I don't think would be very inducive of a fun time on stream. So I mean, there has to be some give and take. I mean, I'm already doing some of the harder hunts that Pokemon has to offer. Like, was it Wishmaker? Is that what the Coliseum bonus disc is called? Like that Jirachi. I'm doing the 4 eggs Manaphy hunt, even though you can get one shiny in home anyway. Like stuff like that. I'm doing the Feebas hunt in Gen 3. Rayquaza Runaways. Like it's just I'm doing some of the harder hunts that the series has to offer by default anyway. So if there was a harder way of getting, like, say, Meloetta or Enamorous, I would absolutely go for it. I don't know, anything to really kind of save time that isn't, like, cheating, I guess. I don't know, is a bug or glitch considered cheating is the real question. I guess it kind of depends on what side of the pond you want to stand on. Did I do that twice? No. But different people view cheating differently as well. Like in video games. Like some people are like, yeah, you have infinite health in your fighting game, in your single player fighting game, that's fine. But like the moment it goes online, it's like it's the biggest taboo, which makes sense. You don't ruin other people's fun just for the sake of like you having fun when it comes to cheating. But other people will stand by the idea that you cheated in a single player game, you cheated. No matter what. So that's also why, like, in the rules I have as legitimate as possible. Sometimes I forget that I've probably had these conversations before previously, like way back at the beginning of the whole Shiny Living Dex thing. I feel like I need to like explain it again. I don't know why. Cheating to you is like speedruns. If it's in the game already and you use your wits to make it work, you're good with it. Fair enough. Yeah, because like things like Shine Manipulation and like using like Aeon Timer or sorry, Eon Timer and all that. Like that's kind of like outward stuff. Like same with PK hacks. And like when it comes to like Ace or arbitrary code execution, it is some of the most outlandish, wildest things that you would never do. So like that would also kind of be like in a sense of speaking kind of cheating, but at the same time, it's also a weird bug in the game. But at the same time, there's no way anyone would ever do it. Transferring a Shiny Gyarados back to Gen 1 to mimic transform a Ditto is a little out there. I will give it that. But it's not like I'm editing the code of the game to give me 99 giving me 99 Master Balls. I think the only time I would ever actually do any kind of ace things is for rare candies. Like if we're playing like an OG Gen 1 game, which is going to be a redeem at some point or another, where I do a hunt OG Gen 1. Like assuming it's huntable anyway. I think the only time I'd ever use Ace for that is just to give myself, like, essentially an infinite supply of rare candies. So that way I don't have to spend the time leveling up the Pokemon to see if the DVs are correct. And people use stuff like infinite rare candies for stuff like Nuzlocke, so... But during, like, my normal playthrough of, like, shiny hunting and stuff like that, like, standard playthrough of Fire Red and Leaf Green, no, I'm not gonna do that. Or, like, you know, even in the future with Black and White, like, nah, I'm not gonna do that. I will get my level 100 Pokemon the old-fashioned way. By leveling them up to 94, then using the 6 rare candies on the only Pokemon I actually want at level 100. We have hit 6,300, guys. Also, I forgot to do, a 15k in the middle there, so I'll do that after this 10k. Yeah, and you also got Nidoran mail. Wizards, I think you've gotten both Nidorans this stream. But like some of the shine manipulation that you can do in I think Gen 3? No. 2 or 3. Where you can take like specific movements out of the house and like in a certain order, and you'll like walk into the lab, and like if you did it right with a proper amount of steps, you could like get a shiny guaranteed every single time. It's like, I'm not going to do that. That to me is kind of cheating, because that's a type of shine manipulation. I guess I am technically shine manipulating a Ditto by using the Mimic Transform. But that's more like a bug more than like arbitrary codex. It's weird. It's a very weird line. Maybe you can't recall. I'm pretty sure it was you. I mean, you've been the one that's been kind of like primarily fishing the entire time. Also, it doesn't matter at this point, but the one with the audio, I believe, is the bottom right one. Okay. I am just worried, like, in the future about these games. Because, like, my end goal, ultimately, is to, like, trade all these Pokemon up as far as I can to try and get them into Pokemon Home, which means that I have to then start paying for Pokemon Home. But, like, I'm hoping that, like, I can get, eventually, as many Pokemon or all the Pokemon as I can. I might also have to start slightly bending the rules, like with very specifically, and I do mean this, with very specifically the as early as possible aspect of the rules for limited time shiny Pokemon. Like if for some reason Victini, right? End of Scarlet and Violet, like right before Legends ZA comes out, right? They're like, yeah, we're giving away a free Victini for a week. I'm snagging that because that is literally the only instance of Victini being shiny that has been done. Like, Shiny Victini has been... Actually, I'll do this as a 20k. Combine the 15 and the 5 I'm about to do. So have a 20k raffle. I'm going to take that with flying colors because of the fact that it's a shiny like Pokemon that's never been released shiny. So like in like instances like that, I think is what I'm going to do. Like just to make an exception. But it's literally only going to be for limited time, previously never been accessed like shiny Pokemon. That or unless I guess somebody gets me a second one. Or gets a second one for themselves and will give it to me. Whenever I get to that point. But that kind of comes with the only trade from legitimate sources. Yeah, my end goal is to have every single shiny Pokemon possible anyway in Pokemon Home. Ooh, Mass coming in and snatching that 20k from the clutches of Whiskers. All right, make sure this is good. Well, like if you know, Scarlet Violet's like, oh yeah, we have like max raids for like a Scyther. Like I'm not gonna go over there to do that. Or max raids. Just doing raids for like a Scyther. Yeah, Gigantamax, Scyther, and Scarlet Violet. Yeah, that makes sense. I am a little sad that like as the new generations have been coming out, like in 8 and 9, the Pokemon, like the legendaries, are like all being shiny locked. It's like, why, man? Why? Let us hunt the legendary Pokemon. I guess it lets them have like events, but like, man. I guess they don't like legendaries being as common as the 4000s, huh? But then again, I guess one of the most common places to have legendary shinies is in Ultra Sun and Moon with the wormholes. So I guess if you're missing a lot of previous gen, like, legendaries, that would be the place to do it. But I can't wait till we hunt our first mythical Pokemon, which should be, I think, ooh, it's, I don't think there's any mythicals in Gen 2. Celebi's considered a legendary, right? And I think Jirachi's a Gen... No, Jirachi is Gen 2, but Mew's also Gen 1. Sorry, you can't type as much. You're fine. You don't have to apologize. I think the bonus disc for Jirachi is a Gen 3. Which means that Mew is also Gen 3, but that's Japanese Emerald. I think we'll do Japanese Mew as our first mythical Pokemon. Because Mew's mythical, right? It's only befitting that, you know, the funny pink cat, or I guess blue cat with it being shiny, would be the, like, the most befitting first mythical that we hunt. I will say, the classification between mythical and legendary is always funny to me. Because essentially mythicals are Pokemon that are like incredibly rare to get by normal game standards. It's like Mew, but also Jirachi. But technically speaking, and I do mean this, technically speaking, Deoxys? Like, anytime a Pokemon is, like, event exclusive, I feel like it's a mythical. Darkrai is, but is Shaman. Like, Shaman doesn't feel like a mythical. It feels like a legendary. But Latios and Latias are not, even though one of them kind of, I think, requires... Like, if you wanted, say, the opposite Lati in, like, say, Ruby, I think you needed an event item, I think. So, like, for that game, I guess it would technically be a mythical, but since you can get it in the other game, it's not. Gen 4 would have been Arceus. Darkrai, Shaman. Gen 5, I know, is Victini. But then it starts getting kind of fuzzy on which are mythicals. I think Meloetta is. Whiskers, you are so far in the lead. I think even a 5,000 slot all with the slots, I think, doesn't even like beat you. All right, guys, we have a few more. We have like essentially 100 and what, 108 checks left for today. Whiskers, I think it's safe to say that you're starting your return from losing your 3-piece victory with flying colors. I think you're very easily going to take the month of March here. Unless you do something silly like gamble all, but why would you ever do that? Or I guess gamble 200,000, because then, no, you'd have to gamble 300,000, essentially, in order to lose to Soren. Wild. Alright. Wouldn't it be some absolutely funny, like, content if that still triggered it? Don't forget to join, by the way. You would cry. It would have been so funny. I probably would have refunded you if you would have lost it. But it would have been so funny. Just cry. Oh, man. For the content, though. All right, we have passed 6,400. We're at 6,408. I don't know what to do with myself. We are very, very steadily approaching odds. We won't hit him today, but I think we'll hit him next week. Or depending on how fast Unravel goes, we might hit it this week. Also, based on my perception of how the numbers like tick up with the resets, we will, I think we'll hit it on the dot. Like the resets, I think 60 or I think 8192 will appear on the screen. Like if we get that far, I mean. Who knows? The beautiful Articuno could like pop up shiny right now. Who knows? Boo-doo. What kind of fish you looking for, Whiskers? Is there a particular Pokemon you're trying to hunt, or from like from Genetic Apex, or like a type of fish from Okami? Like, what are we looking for here today? Another raffle going out. Maybe you're looking for a legendary fish. We haven't had... Well, no, we had Car 2. I guess it's legendary, but it's not a fish. You got a Venonat. It would be really cool to have set bonuses in the fishing minigame. Eevee or its evolutions. Evolutions. Yeah, I think there's 3 EVs, 1 for each of the evolutions. So since there's a unique Eevee tied to Genetic Apex for Mewtwo, Charizard, and Pikachu, they all 3 of them are listed as such, tied to whichever specific one that they have, because I can't put Eevee for all 3 of them. And obviously, you know, Flareon, Jolteon, and Vaporeon are all in here too, so you have 6 cards out of like 300 items. No. I think you got this. What we got? Got a carp. That's not a Magikarp. That's just a Normacarp. Yo, Chad, I am getting hungry. Yeah, just carp. But hey, it's a good snack, right? I don't know why you're complaining. You got fish. F-E-E-S-H. Eesh. Dude, these shiny, like... Or shiny. Hey, Electabuzz. These, like, boosted legendary rates are not working out very well. I mean, there's still quite a few legendaries in the fishing minigame. I also would like to just let you know that I have not finished adding all the genetic Apex cards yet. I don't know what the last one I did was, but I know I haven't reached the star card yet. I think I stopped right before the normal Pokemon, I think. No. I finished the normal Pokemon. I stopped right before, because Pidgeot's in there. I stopped right before the item cards, like the trainer cards and stuff like that. Still not halfway there with Bulba yet. That's something at least. Are you talking about with Kai? Or do you mean like with Articuno here? Like I'm not halfway to Articuno yet. Or I'm not halfway to Bulba's like reset count yet. I truly do think that Bulbasaur was just an outlier in this entire thing. Like 16,000 resets is wild. Yeah, 16,000. Oh yeah, I haven't added to my recents yet. 16,059. Yeah. Let me actually do that right now, actually. Because I know I'll forget if I don't do it now. I didn't add it into the bot for recents, because even though the recents on screen is only capped at 3, the chat the chat commands, I want to have it up to 5. But yeah, it's wild, isn't it? But it's also funny if you want to think about it, right? So like one of the commands I have in here is over odds, under odds, Masuda over, and Masuda under. Over odds hasn't been activated because it says these Pokemon have gone over double the odds of obtaining while hunting, and so far nothing's in there. And so far there's only 1 in under odds, where these Pokemon have been captured while under half the odds. So over odds for essentially hitting double odds, and under odds for hitting half odds or under. So really, really kind of fun things there. Where is my recents in here? Beef test luck hunt. Oh right, I need to enable this. Articuno. Let me save that. And look, is it? Where is my recent? I know it's in here somewhere. It's like, oh, there it is. These are in order, so let's see here. Bulbasaur, 60,059. And save. All right, so if you do exclamation recent shiny, it should show up properly. It should list the 4 most recent Pokemon I've had. And their counts. I also enabled exclamation hunt, which I thought was enabled, where it just essentially explains what my hunt is. Wait, why didn't... Wait, did it not save? Alright, yeah. Alright, so it's good working. Yeah, so hunt and recent shiny. Oh, did I have it marked as recent also being there? Let me look on the screen real quick. Alright, cool. I forgot to check to see if recents was another one of the like side commands you can do for it. Recent is, but recents as well. So if you do exclamation recent or recents, it should also work. So in the case of recent shiny, it's 1 word. So it doesn't really matter. The most recent shiny Pokemon, Bulbasaur at 1659, Squirtle at 4,221, Snorlax at 1,009, Charmander at 5,812. Those are pretty crazy numbers when you think about it. That the first 3 Pokemon I hunted combined don't equal the Bulbasaur. During this stream, we passed the total amount of checks that for the 4 Pokemon compared to Bulbasaur. So yeah, fun. Or maybe it would have been close. All right, last check of the day, guys. As we approach that 3-hour mark. Oh my god. I just noticed what you said in the thing, Whiskers. All right, last check of the day. It looks like they're all normal. Yep, and they are all normal. little late, but with that we will be wrapping up today, which oofers, but oh well. I mean, we still have many more checks, more speed blitzing of shiny hunting to go. Next time, yeah, absolutely. Next time, depending on how awake I am or depending on when I do it, we might actually hit odds. But with that, I'm gonna wrap up with you, YouTube. So, for all intents and purposes, YouTube, thank you all for coming. I'll bid you all adieu and memento mori. Have a good one, guys.